Today we got a new one from the super group, the Winery Dogs, Xanadu. Pardon my reaction. All right, man. We got a new one here.
New one.
It's trending on Apple.
Trending on Apple. Supergroup.
It's a super group. It consists of Richie Kotzen, who was the singer, I believe it said, from Poison from 91 to 3, and then also sang with Mr. Big. It's got Mike Portnoy, which is one of the best drummers out there. He was, I believe, Dream Theater's drummer, and he actually played with Avenged Sevenfold for quite a while.
Yeah, he did.
And then it also features Billy Sheehan, who was in Mr. Big, and he was in, he was in a bunch of bands himself. Steve Vai, David Lee Roth, Niacin, and then now the Winery Dogs. So 3 very talented musicians who have been in the game for a long time.
Yeah.
Have never heard these guys before.
It's a 3-piece, so.
3-piece. I can imagine it's going to have a little 80s vibe, a little early 90s vibe to it.
Maybe.
Has to, right? I mean, I feel like it has to.
Probably.
And so very technical. It has to be technical because Portnoy is a technical, amazing drummer. So I can't imagine he's going to just do simple beats.
They're not just going to waste his talents.
No way, dude. Anyways, no, this song is trending on Apple. It is doing very well so far. It's only been out for a few days, and it's already got, like, at this point, 340,000 views.
Yep.
So I'm very, very curious to see what this is about.
Me too.
Hopefully it's rocking. Hopefully. So let's check it out. Winery Dogs, baby. Xanadu. Right off the bat.
So it is very technical immediately.
Well, it starts off.
The guitars are very technical.
No intro.
No intro.
Like they're just amazing right off the bat. They don't fuck around, man. Here's the thing: when you've been in the game for a long time, you're just like, I ain't here to.
Yeah, but if you've been playing for this long and you've been in parts of all these legendary bands, this is playing around.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. There's no foreplay in this one. This was straight to the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Straight to the stuff.
Like you playing around is.
Yeah. Great though so far. It's got that Chris Cornell vibe.
Yeah.
There it is.
Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. Here's the nation.
Yeah. Dude, listen, this is just rock and roll,
This
baby.
is rock and roll.
You got 3 guys who know what's up, okay? Like, nothing they're doing right now is... most people that you know that play guitar ain't touching this. You know what I'm saying? Like, what they're doing is technical. It's got that rock and roll vibe. His voice is just... I mean, it oozes rock and roll.
Oh, yeah.
The look... Besides Portnoy, he just wears like a jersey and a headband, bandana, and that's kind of
drummer's got to be comfortable.
Drummer's got to drum, but the other guys, they have the whole look, man. The bassist, I can't think of his name right off the top of my head again, but he's got the hair and the ponytail. He's got he was going for that like suit vibe.
Oh yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like I'm scholared at what I do. You know what I mean? Like that kind of a I'm a professor at playing bass.
I mean, you know your rock and roll when you shred. Like both of them are like shredding. Even the bassist, he's like and they're both like shredding immediately right off the get go.
Yep.
And then he stops the guitar and pulls his hair back and starts singing.
Hey man, listen, I love this. My dad would love this. You know what I'm saying? Like this hits a couple different generations here. So far so good, man. Go. How many chains can you wear?
Right back into shredding.
This is groovy, bro. Oh, yeah. He's got all their moves, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Woohoo! Oh, it got a little soul there.
I can't even do that.
It's a little like, I don't even know. A little James Brown or something going on
Man,
here.
it's very, very. Dude,
it's funky. It's funky. It's rock. They're doing all the right stuff, man. He's got the, on the bassist when he hits the string, boom, and he throws his hand out. Like that's the stuff that you do to emphasize. Like, here's the deal. Those are small details. Playing bass, you learn that like you're playing your thing, and like you do these little things that emphasize the notes you're hitting or the thing.
Even
that
when
you're
he's
trying to
singing,
do.
like the close-ups, and he's like,
yeah. And the bassist, he's yeah. See that? Yeah. Like it's hey, look what I'm doing. You know what I'm saying? Like,
just throwing it out there.
What's my fingers doing? What's my fingers doing? You know what I mean? Like, that's what it's. But no, they're veterans, man. That's the thing. They're showmen. They're showmen.
Yeah, they've been in the game a long time.
Dude, listen, if you just walked into a bar in this band, and I'm assuming that they're equally talented live. I have to assume that because Portnoy's not. Listen, Portnoy's not messing with anybody that doesn't know what they're doing. I'm just being honest with you. That's my opinion, obviously. But if you walked into a bar and these guys were playing, you would stop. You'd grab a beer and you would go to the stage and you would enjoy the show.
Yeah.
Period.
You'd have to.
Yeah, you'd have to.
You wouldn't even get a choice.
You would feel confident. You would have 3 ladies on you because you'd be so confident. You'd be like, just fucking grooving. Like, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing tonight? You know what I mean? Like that's the kind of vibe it has, bro. Yeah. Hopefully you have like a T-Bird or something, or like a I don't know, like a Camaro. You know what I mean? That you can just cruise this in with that lady you just picked up.
Yeah.
It fits.
You just ooze confidence.
Ooze rock and roll, baby. Bass tone is so good, though. Yes. God, dude. That's such a good bassist, man. I'm yeah, dude. I am talking about the bassist because I play bass, and so like everybody has their thing. Like Greg, who does our show, Part of My American with us, he's a drummer.
Yeah.
And so like he tends to focus on the drums, right? Like what are they doing? I focus on the bass. What I will say that I actually love about this, in honesty, as far as the mix of the actual song, the bass is lifted. And normally,
it's way more prominent than usual.
It's very prominent, and usually they sink it in there and kind of give it that low tone that builds up the song. But he's such a great bassist, and the tone, it's not a thick tone. It's very like it's punchy, and it sounds good. And the guitarist, a lot of times the guitar is the buried one, but then he comes in with the solo and he's shredding, and then it uplifts that guitar more at that period of time. So it's got a nice wave of balance between the 3 instruments.
Well, I think they had to like uplift the guitar even more because the song is mostly solo. It feels like. I mean,
it's
like,
not even a solo. It's just they're doing runs, bro.
Yeah, they're just running together like constantly, and there isn't really any like chorded riffs that they're using as much. It's mostly just
Dude, it's a triathlon of musicianship. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're just passing the baton. They're passing the baton. They're saying, your turn. And then that guy's running. And then they give it to the Portnoy, and he's drumming. And then they're back to the guitar, and then he's like, yeah! You know what I mean? Like, and that's him crossing the finish line, bro. They're killing it. They're killing it, dude.
Oh, man.
Dude, I would rock this so much. Gotta be LA, that smog. Ooh. Yeah, he does the sensual point. Okay.
I mean,
dude, it's good.
It's fucking rock and roll, dude.
It's so good. And we are so deprived of good rock and roll. Seriously, there's a few bands that still have that presence to them, but like this this is why all those bands in the 90s were so successful. This is why those 80s bands were so successful, because it's not genre down so much that only a small group of people love it. It's really something that, like, if you're a musician, you're going to love this. If you're a mom or a dad, you know, like even to us, like 50, 60-year-old, you're going to be like, man, this brings me back.
And when it goes for any just normal listener, I mean, the chorus part is kind of catchy.
It is catchy.
Maybe I will, maybe I won't to.
Simple.
Like it's simple, and it's something you can sing along with.
And I like that Mike Portnoy is in his lane right now. He's not overcomplicating the song, and I'm not saying he does that, but he is a very technical drummer. Very, like, normally huge kits, and it's just he's literally a class act, because he knows, like, hey man, I don't need to do all this right now. There's tons of other stuff going on, and I'm interested
to see whether later in this, if he's going to have like a drummer moment.
Well, I feel like they've all had their moments, and he hasn't had that big one yet. Maybe. But I would imagine on the album he does do a lot of technical stuff. It has to be. But this is, to me, it doesn't get better than this as far as just straight up rock and roll. In that genre, this is what people want to hear right now.
Yeah.
Oh, there's the. He's got the head wipe, baby. Dude, listen, he knows that 92, when he was in Poison, 91 to 93 he was in Poison. When he was in in Poison in the early 90s, he knew that move right there made the ladies drop. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, oh, and he'd fling it on, and they'd be like,
I can wipe that sweat off my.
And then the
forehead.
bassist, this shot right here, the bassist, man, he's just like, I present you this piece of man right here. He is going to wipe his brows, and he's going to make you quiver. That's what is going on right now. Dude, listen, there's a package deal to this vibe, and we did Steel Panther the other day, and they're like a comedy group, but what they're doing is they're doing all the stereotypes of comedy of 80s. There is a stereotype to the rock scene, and these guys are living it. They're living it, seriously. But it's not a bad thing. I don't mean that negatively. Like, they have everything that you want from this era of music. I mean, you got three different styles. You got a modernized guy who's a modernized 80s, 90s guy. You have the old guy with the suit who's like, I'm the classy one. And then Portnoy's just like, I'm the guy, dude. I just do my shit. I'm wearing fucking short shorts right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, dude, it's cool, man. I don't know how else to say it. It's so cool so far. But this lead.
Yeah.
Let's see that brow sweat. Did you go back a bit? Okay, I want to see that. It's so smooth. There it is.
And then kept the run going, too.
Nice. I like that. Oh, there we go.
Ooh.
Yes. Did you say maybe I'm too much of a bitch?
He did.
Whoa, back it up.
He lost the camera.
No, he does. Yeah, he was like, there you are right there. That was incredible, dude.
That was a more, you're sexy.
Yeah.
You're all sexy.
He just did the Oprah Winfrey on us all. You get this, you get sexiness. Listen, obviously people are going to like make fun of this dude a little bit. I have a feeling.
Oh, yeah.
But it's in fun because, listen, everybody wants to be cool, man. Every one of us want to be cool. And this guy's living it, man. Like, he's cool. He's fucking cool, man. He's got all the moves. And I want to like actually talk about the music too. That lead was incredibly cool because to me, it felt real. It felt like he was in the moment. I know it's recorded and like it's a studio that he did this in, but it just felt like like a live version rather than a recorded version.
Even like his facial expressions while he was doing it, he made it seem like he just did this riff, and just did this solo, and then when you're done, you get done, you're like, oh yes,
like he was jamming,
like he just did it and he nailed it, and he's like, yes,
dude, I love that. I feel like it was like a like a hot take, like, hey, just play a riff and let's see what you come up with, and they picked this one. That's the feel that it had. Like it had a lot of heart to it, and that's something that's just the pausing and the stopping, like it wasn't rushed. Like that stuff's cool to me, man. I bet these guys are fantastic live, dude. I seriously, I bet they're so fantastic
it's a lot of
live.
fun live.
All right, man. Let's see more of this stuff to make me jealous of I'm not man enough for this. There's that. Look out. Oh, a little guitar swing. Oh, so
are they doing like a bass guitar battle?
Oh man, listen. If you're not doing what I'm doing right now, and you got a fucking smile from ear to ear,
that whole video makes you smile.
Oh, it's so fun, dude. It is so fun. It's not like this overly serious thing. It's simplistic in the way that it was filmed. It's just on a green field up in the mountains of probably LA. You got 3 guys who've been in the game for a long time, and they're just playing music they freaking like.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know that they care at this point in their career to be like these next gods of rock. They're just performing what they like to perform. And you can tell.
Oh, yeah. You can tell they had a lot of fun writing that.
Yeah, I don't know that these guys are going to be huge, maybe. Their song's doing great, but it doesn't matter. Like, they're going to be able to play any club they want, and people are going to show up. Guys are going to be like, this is rocking. Chicks are going to be like, I want to rock them. And they're going to have a blast. Like, what is better than this? Seriously.
Yeah, I loved at the very end where they like stood up next to each other, and it was almost like a dueling banjos, dueling guitars, but it was bass and guitar, and that usually doesn't happen.
No.
And they were both riffing, just
it's talent.
It was great.
Very talented, and I'm serious. Very talented, great songwriting abilities. And I guess expect nothing less when you have like a super group, really. Yeah. And we've seen super groups that are not good. Let's be real.
Yeah.
And Portnoy, you're holding it down, bro. We didn't talk about you as much because you just held the fort.
Yeah.
Excellent song, the Winery Dogs, Xanadu. I think that's how you say it. I enjoyed it.
Great.
I can't wait to hear
more
from these guys.
Put a smile on my face, and that's all I can ask for.
That made me super happy. So, hey, if you guys like what we do and you want to support the show, you can't do anything more than just click that notification bell, hit the subscribe button, like this page, share this page. We're trying to grow this thing, guys. That's the best way to do it. So we appreciate you listening to our reaction. Great song. We'll see you next time.
Later.